Good evening. We begin with breaking news tonight. Fort Wayne firefighters battling a huge blaze at a manufacturing warehouse at 1511 Wabash Avenue. The fire broke out at about 4:30 this afternoon. A plume of thick black smoke could be seen just about from any point in town. Stephanie Parkinson is at the scene right now and she joins us live. Stephanie, what can you tell us?
Eric, crews are still trying to get this blaze under control. You can see behind me, this is Wayne Metal Protection. It's a manufacturing plant, and they were trying to battle the blaze from above using ladder trucks. We are told there are not hazardous materials in here right now. At least that is what the assistant fire chief is telling me. So hazmat crews have not come, but police are trying to block off all the areas around here, anywhere between Anthony and New Haven. They're trying to block off all the side streets to avoid people from coming through, but there are still a lot of people here watching this fire. And I have seen Bernie Byer, the emergency manager here. We're not sure exactly what that means. The fire chief arrived just moments ago, and he's trying to, I think, kind of get the details on exactly what's happening here, and we will bring you the latest from him as soon as we get it, Eric.
Stephanie, we just heard over the scanner that there may be several barrels of acid or hazardous materials involved. Any word on that?
What I'm told by the assistant fire chief right now is that there are no hazardous materials involved. Obviously, they're getting updates right now, and as soon as we hear more from them, we will definitely tell you the latest.
We understand the Norfolk Southern tracks near this fire have been shut down to train traffic. Any word on any evacuations in the area?
We are told there are no evacuations, but we have seen some officials here looking at the tracks, and I do believe that those are closed right now, but we don't have any word on any evacuations, and it doesn't seem like the Fort Wayne Fire Department's concerned about that, at least right now.
All right, and no word, we assume, on a cause or if there have been any injuries so far?
No. We do know it started around 4:30 p.m. and they think in the docking area, but again, that's very preliminary and they don't know for sure at this time.
Do we know what this company makes?
We're not sure, but we do know it's a manufacturing plant with the name Wayne Metal Protection. We do believe there's some metals here, but we don't know exactly what they do, and we're still trying to get those details from the chief.
All right, Stephanie, thanks very much. We'll check back with you later. Once again, what we know at this point is a building, housing and manufacturing.
I do, Eric. First of all, before I start, just take a look at the building behind me here. You can see it's starting to completely cave in. This fire is really just completely destroying this building. You can just see right there. We know a little bit more about what this company is. Wayne Metals Protection does fireproofing of buildings. They have zinc, nickel, sulfuric, electroplating. We're not sure exactly what all of that means, but we do know there are a lot of different types of materials in here. We're not sure what they are. And like I said before, we have seen Bernie Byer, who's the emergency manager for the county here, walking around with the fire department. Again, they're still not telling us much, and they're still working very hard to try and get this fire under control, Eric.
All right, Stephanie. Well, we understand we're waiting for the fire chief to show up, and hopefully we can get some words with him before the newscast is over. All right, we'll check back with you a little later. We're going to check back in with Stephanie Parkinson at the scene of that huge fire burning down on Wabash Road right now. Stephanie, what can you tell us?
Eric, I can tell you now that hazmat crews are on the scene, and I just heard from the assistant fire chief just a moment ago, and he said that they are here testing the air quality, and then they're trying to figure out exactly what was inside this building. They told me it's vacant, so they're not quite sure what was inside here before the fire started, which is why those hazmat crews are here. And like I said, they're just testing right now. They're not saying that anything is dangerous. They're not calling for any evacuations. We do know the tracks are closed, and just for safety of the firefighters and those here on the scene, they have shut power down, which has affected some people in the neighborhood here, but we're not quite sure how long that will take. We know it's just a few homes that are affected, and like I said, hazmat crews are now here, so we're not sure exactly what that means, but we do know that they are testing for stuff, Eric.
All right, nicely done, Stephanie, and we'll stay on this tonight and have more for folks later on this evening. All right, thank you, Stephanie.